Well, folks, it's Thursday, the 29th of February. I'm off to work in a minute, and today is my very last shift working in the factory after 18 years of working there. And on a Thursday night, me and the lads, for as long as I can remember, we've always ordered a takeaway on a Thursday night. So tonight, guys, is going to be my last work night takeaway, if you know what I'm talking about. I will see you legends in a Winnie Mandela when I'm at work. You better believe I will. Alright then, my fansexuals. I've just pulled up in the works car park. It's 20 to 3. I don't start work till 3 o'clock. So that gives me just enough time to get me old stinging overalls on for the last time. Go around all the lads on the early shift. Shake hands with them all. All the lads in the factory, they're all great lads. I'll get on with everyone. Later on tonight, I'll shake hands and I'll say goodbye to all the lads on my shift. So Mandingos, I'm going to get in, quickly get changed, get the old work boots on, and then I'll bring you back later on when I'm next to my machine and I'm taking the orders for tonight's takeaway from Ambleside Fish and Chip Shop. You know it makes total sense. Right. Well, up to my machine for the last time, Mandingos. Right.
Hey mate. Hey mate. Why are you good looking?
Little schmick. Legend. So here we are, folks. I'm stood next to the machine I've been working on for the last 18 years. This is my last shift. And thank you very much for joining me on another Foodie Friday night video. Today we're going to go to a takeaway called Ambleside Fisheries. It's the best fish and chip shop in the town. It's like a zoo in here, believers. It's like a bloody zoo. Yeah. So we've been using this takeaway. Whenever we get fish and chips at work with the lads, we've been using this takeaway at Ambleside Fisheries for a good 10 years, and we've never had a bad meal yet. So I'm taking the order. All the lads will come over to me. I'll write the takeaway down. When I've got the list of all the food, I'll bring it back and I'll show you what everyone's getting. You better believe I will, Mandingos. Right. A few gaffers standing around. Matron. Oh. Well, that's the order there, guys. Big order. I haven't worked out the total price yet. Everything's on there. Jumbo sausage, chips, patties, burgers, large fish and chips, small fish and chips, curries, gravies, peas, buttered buns, you name it, it is on Dingo there, Mandingos. I'm not going to eat mine in the canteen with the lads, because that's where everyone goes, in the canteen, and they'll sit down, they'll get stuck in the food. I'm going to go into the car park, in the back of my new vehicle. Just making sure I'm not getting washed off the gaffers. Yeah, I'm going to go into the car park and I'm going to do my munching Gladbach in the back of my new car. So, yep, I'm going to get the food ordered very soon, guys. You better believe I am. And you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Ricicles. Hello there, can I make an order to be delivered to 3T for 7:15, please? Aye. Can I have a jumbo sausage with a burger and large chips? Yes, battered burger, yeah. Can I have a sausage meal deal with gravy and a can of Coke? Can I have 3 medium cods with small chips? Two spam fritters, no chips with them. Can I have 2 large cods with small chips? Mince pie with large chips. Meat patty meal deal with peas and a can of Coke. Can have large cod with large chips. Another medium cod with small chips, put a battered burger on that as well. Yeah. Can I have 3 buttered buns, 4 curry sauces, 2 gravies and 2 mushy peas? Big order tonight. Aye, got all the prices there. So for 7:15. Thank you very much. Right, bye. You know it makes sense.
John.
Here it's here. He's the takeaway. You better believe it is, Mandingos. Right guys, got the food. Let's jump in the back of the blockmobile and get stuck in. Oh yes, Mandingos. Here we go. Time to get stuck in this lovely food from my favourite fish and chip shop in the town of Seaham. There's loads of new fish and chip shops have popped up here over the years down on the seafront, and they're all quite expensive. But this one, which is at the back of Seaham, Ambleside Fisheries, if you haven't tried it guys, you know what to do. Check it out. Ambleside Fisheries, the best fish and chip shop in Seaham, County Durham. Okay then guys, I've got medium cod, small chips, there's loads of chips under there, buried underneath the flesh, mushy peas, battered burger and a buttered bun dingo. The total order altogether for me and the lads came to £95 and so many pence, and everything's came spot on, nothing missing. You can't go wrong dingo with that Mandingos, as they say in the southeastern region of Mongolia. However, let's get stuck into this burger. A nice battered burger. Really, really nice. That batter is perfect among those Mandingos. Still red hot, as it should be. But you know, sometimes you get a really big order, it's hard for them to prepare all the food all together. So sometimes the food can be a bit cold. The first thing they've been bagging up might have been standing around longer than some other things, but that is really hot, really fresh, lovely jubbly, as they see in the Judon. Nice mushy peas. The last fish and chip shop review I did, if you remember guys, they forgot me mushy peas. Really, really nice. I could have went into the canteen with the lads and ate me food, but like I've already said, some of the lads might not have felt comfortable with a camera on and me talking away, talking shite while I try and enjoy the food. Plus, one of the gaffers is there and he might have said, "You can't record near Chris." Oh. I'm in the back of my new car. I'm going to tell you more about the new car later on guys, when I'm back home. But for now, look at that. Battered burger. Mushy peas. Perfect. I have got a drink somewhere. I'll grab that in a minute. Come on then guys. Nice buttered bun. Stotty bread. You kind of beat it. Definitely a northern thing. A lot of people down south will say, "What's stotty bread?" It's the best bread you can get. You better believe it is guys. Let's get them chips popped in there. Let's make a nice chip butty. Well, I'm dropping chips on the seats of my new car. I'll be getting wrong with Mrs. Block. Get there and there. No grease either. Very rare you get any grease on your food from Ambleside fisheries. And it's a proper traditional English fish and chip shop. No greasy kebabs, no scabby pizzas. Proper traditional English fish and chips. They're the best fish and chip shops, aren't they? They're a dying breed. You don't see many of them anymore. They're getting less and less. But that one, yeah. Top drawer. Let's get stuck in. Chip butty with mushy peas. Lovely. Absolutely spot on. The chips are always perfect in there. Not too overdone, not too underdone. You always get a decent sized portion. You don't get shitloads of what you find in some places. The ones that give you loads and loads and loads of chips, it's normally shite. You'd rather have a little bit less and the food be quality, like what this is. A decent sized portion with top quality food. Wow, really nice. I'm just going to grab my pop, guys. My Coke, Diet Coke, because I'm watching me figure. You know it makes sense, Mandingos. I've been going to this fish and chip shop since I was at school. Break time at school, we used to run over, chip butty and gravy with batter on. Didn't used to cost much back then. Fish and chip shop meals, fish and chip shop food was really cheap back in the day. Nothing's cheap now, guys. But that's not a bad price for that. I've got medium cod, small chips, a battered burger, mushy peas, and I think mine came to, well, it was less than £10. And, you know, that's a decent price for a fish and chip shop these days, guys. But over the years, there's been a few people had that fish and chip shop and it wasn't as nice, it went downhill a bit. But the owner that's got it now, a lovely lad called Andrew, since he's had it, the last 10 years or wherever he's had it, it's always been quality. Sometimes they take over and they're nice and then the standards drop. Not what Andrew. Top quality fish and chip shop. You better believe it, Mandingos. Saving the best for last. The old flisheroonie. Oh, tremendous. On a Thursday night, guys, like I said, I always order a takeaway. I know it sounds sad, but we all get excited. Looking forward to our fish and chips or sausage and chips or whatever it is you're going to get. You can't beat it. It's a nice little treat at work. Well, I'm going to go back to that in a Winnie Mandela. Now it's time to try some fish. And I have never ever had any bad fish from there, guys. So I'm expecting this to be really nice. Oh yes, look at that. Lovely white fish. Batter's perfect as usual. Oh yes, man, dingoes. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's really cold here as well. Pardon me, in the back of the car. I think it's going to be a frosty night. The old Frosty Jack. Nice hot, pardon me, nice hot fish and chips does the job. If somebody asks me what my favourite takeaway is, out of all takeaways, it's hard to answer because I like that many things, but if I did have to answer, fish and chips, got to be fish and chips, definitely when you get a quality one like this. Oh yes, man, dingoes. Well, I am demolishing this, guys. The perfect takeaway for my last night working in the factory. Lovely. More fish, loads more fish here. And this was just a medium-sized fish, and it was a decent size, and that was just small chips. That's all I ever get when I get me fish and chips from Ambleside Chippy, because I'm at work, you don't want to be too full. Medium fish, small chips, and a buttered bun to make yourself a nice chip buddy. That always does for me, guys. Last little bit of flesh. Well, I'll tell you what, I've done a few fish and chip shop reviews over the last few months, and you go back to your favourite one, your local one, and you realise, I've realised that's why I keep going back, because it's absolutely perfect every time. Well, man dingoes, I'm going to finish this chip butty off with a little bit mushy plays. Time for the old score dingoes. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give top marks for Ambleside Chip Shop, because I've never had a bad meal from there. And before I was eating this, I was bigging it up, saying how good it is, and I was thinking, I hope it's good as it normally is. And it's been absolutely tremendous. Perfect chips, lovely fish. The batter was spot on, still piping hot, and I see a value for money. Definitely when you compare the prices from Ambleside down to the ones down in the seafront. So for me, guys, 10 out of 10 for Ambleside Fisheries. So if you're in Seaham, guys, and you're down on the seafront, rather than visiting one of them fish and chip shops that's going to take your eyes out because they're quite expensive, put it in your sat nav if you don't know where it is, and make your way up to Ambleside Fisheries, the best fish and chip shop in Seaham. You better believe it is. There you go, guys, 10 out of 10. I'm now going to go back in, do another hour's work, and then I'm going to go home. That's it for me. I'm going to shake hands with all the lads very soon. Anyway, I'll bring you back when I'm in the factory in a few Neil Sadakas Lysicles.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate.
Cowboy Chris.
Get up there.
And little Schmick. Yes.
Right.
Bonnie lads. Alright then folks, that's it. I've got my last job in the machine, and after 18 years of working here, I am getting... Looks like it's feeding time at the zoo again, guys. Bloody hell. Well, like I said, I'm getting out of Dodge City when this last job finishes. So... Right, I'll bring you back in a few seconds, Mandingos. I'm going to go and shake hands with all the lads. Mice. Chicken burger! Honestly, guys, I didn't think this would happen. I didn't think I would come over all emotional, you know, walking around. Shaking hands with all the lads. Like I said, they're all great lads. Even the gaffers are alright, you know. They might get called worse than shite, but they're all good lads. And I didn't think I'd be that type of person to get emotional and get upset about leaving. I mean, I am excited for the future with the YouTube and that, but I'm only joking, guys. Last day in the factory, you know it makes sense, Mandingos. Yes, it has been fantastic working here. I'm only joking, guys. 18 years of working with the best lads in the world, you know, up here in the northeast of England. All the lads are absolute legends, definitely in the town of Seaham, where I'm from. You know it makes sense, Mandingos. But I'm really looking forward now to getting really stuck into the YouTube channel. So, how then, let's get me coat on, my old filthy, scruffy, old Berghaus coat. Let's get home and do a world famous Wasky review. Oh, yes. You know it makes sense. Yes! Freedom, freedom, in the famous words of Boy George. Oh yes, Mandingos, you know what time it is, Wasky time, and thank you for joining me in the back of the Blotmobile. Yes, the new Blotmobile. I've treated myself to a Land Rover. It's a definite step up from the old rusty Van Dingo. I'll tell you the crack about the old rusty Van Sexual. It was just going to cost far too much to get back on the road. It had loads of problems. During the time it was off-road, you know, I was telling you, it had like an immobiliser problem and I was struggling to get someone to come and fix it. Well, during that time when it was off-road, the MOT had run out. So, all in all, guys, it was going to cost us about... over £1,000, maybe up to £1,500 to get back on the road, and I wasn't willing to spend that much money on the old Van Dingo. Yes, it's heartbreaking, ooh, you know what I mean, but that's the way it goes. You've got to progress, things have got to move on. Dingo Mandingos, as they say in the mountain villages of Patagonia. You better believe they do. But the money I would have spent repairing the Van Dingo, I've put that aside, you know, and I've put that towards getting something a bit more reliable. As you know, I've now left the factory, so I'm going to be making the 3 videos a week. The stealth camps was easy enough. I'm normally just local. I'm out and about round Sunderland, Seaham, and the surrounding areas, not too far from where I live. But with us doing the extra video a week, that means every week during the week, I'm going to be going over the Lake District, or up Bonnie, Scotland, the Yorkshire Dales. You know, I'm going to be going over... Well, I'm going to be going all over the place. That is exactly what I'm trying to say, Mandingos, yeah? And I need something reliable, like this. But I'm absolutely over the moon with it. I've got a great big boot there, so I've got loads of room for all my camping gear. There is 2 seats actually in the back that can be brought up to make it into a 7-seater. But them are down and they're like proper pushed down under, so you wouldn't even know they were there. Now, what I found out since I bought this is these 3 seats, you can either have 1 down, 2 down, or all 3 down. They fall down and then you pull like a pulley lever from underneath and then the seat will fall down, and then it pushes into the ground. Now, once it does that, all this here, where I'm sitting in the boot, are all the same level. So it gives you a big, massive space for like a double mattress type thing. Do you know what I mean? I've laid down in it. I've had my head right up against the back there. A little bit off the back, you know, like 2 or 3 inches off the very back. And my feet are coming about 2 or 3 inches off the seats here at the front. And I didn't even push the seats right forward. So there's definitely enough room for me to lie there. If Mick comes with us, there's only enough room for 2 mandingos, but it'll do if I'm with Mick, or if I'm with, say, just me and young Chris, or me and Mrs. Blott. Even if Cowboy Chris comes with us, that means we can go over the Lake District, or wherever we're going, you know, up Northumberland, the Lake District. You know what it's like, guys, if you're into hiking and camping, sometimes on your way over, the heavens open, and the weather is just torrential, and that rain will not stop all day. So, if that happens, we can just say, do you know what? Change of plan, dingo mandingos. What we'll do is we'll get the waterproofs on. We'll go out for a big hike up in the hills, and it doesn't matter how wet we get. We can jump back in here, get some dry clothes on, get a bed made up in the back of the car, and do a bit Land Rover car camping. You know what I'm talking about. Just to mix things up on the Blot Outdoor Show. So we'll have a bit car camping, stealth camping, wild camping, food reviews, talking shite, Wasky reviews. You better believe it, mandingos. Anyway, talking about Wasky reviews, you know what time it is, mandingos. World famous Wasky time. Wasky review time. I've had loads of people saying to us, Blot, you seem to be just doing like good bottles of single malt all the time. You know, pricey Waskies that I've been fortunate enough for you amazing subscribers to send me. Can you not do some cheap shite ones, you know, for a change? Well, he's a cheap one. I don't want to be disrespectful. This was bought for me from my father-in-law, Glenn, and his lovely wife, Angela. Thank you very much, Glenn and Angela. But it is a budget whiskey, I've got to be honest, on the Wasky reviews. Highland Earl Dingo. This is made for Aldi. Yes, Aldi again. And it's a 3-year-old blended Scotch Wasky. It's the kind of stuff I like to keep. You know, you keep it there, ready for when you've got the old flu dingo, the old man flu dingo. Hot Wasky, sugar or honey, boiling hot water, down the hatchtickles. Oh yes, warm the old chest up. It always comes in handy for things like that. If people like to drink Wasky and Coke, this is the kind of shit that'll ding-dang do for you, mandingos. You don't want to waste a nice bottle of single malt if you're going to pour the old Coca-Cola Rooney in it. But Highland Earl, blended Scotch Wasky, fresh from Aldi's. I've got me Jack Daniel's cup. Me famous cup dingo is in me bag somewhere. When I emptied the van the other day, I slung all my bags into the outhouse and into the shed. I'll have to sort all her out later on, dingo mandingos, as they say in the south of France. But let's get some of this popped in the old Jack Daniel's cup dingo. Oh, yes. Now, I have reviewed this before. But, you know, I am grateful. Like I said, it's a budget bottle of Wasky. But my father-in-law and his wife Angela have bought me that. So I've got to do the right thing and review it. It's the decent thing to do, mandingos, isn't it? If people's been kind enough to buy me some Wasky. So, yes, I haven't looked back. I can't remember what video it was. I can't remember how long ago it was. But I do know I have reviewed Highland Earl before, guys. And for I did remember, I didn't really enjoy it. But let's get on with it and let's get the old Schneckeroonie in. Oh, I'm getting an instant hit straight away of like paint stripper. You know what I'm talking about, mandingos. It's not the greatest. You know, like a paint stripper, like terps. You know, when you finish painting and you want to get the paint off the old paintbrush and you pop the brush in some terps or you wash it out with terps. Yeah, paint stripper. Maybe like a nail polish remover. You know, when you walk in the bedroom and the old white dingo's getting the nail polish off with a polish remover, and you get that smell of the old Nostradamus. Like a paint stripper remover, nail polish remover. If I'm being really kind, if I'm really trying, there is maybe the slightest little bit of like a citrus thing coming through. I'm being kind there. But it is there, very slight, like a very slight citrus. Anyway, Mandingos, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with it, tasting. Lice. Say now, although the taste wasn't impressive at all, and it was pretty poor, there's a slight buttery thing about it. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but straight away, I'm not saying yuck, if you know what I mean, Mandingos. The slightest little bit of like a buttery, I can't explain it, like a buttery taste, like a buttery feel in the old mouth dingo, Mandingos. Quite sweet. It's not good. I've got to be honest, it's not good. Quite sweet. Oh. I'm contradicting myself. And like sour as well. Like sweet and sour at exactly the same time. You know what I'm talking about. Not like a nice sweet and sour, you know, you get a nice Chinese takeaway and you get a lovely sweet and sour. Or you get some sweet and sour sauce to dip your chicken balls in. Not like that, guys. It's a sweet and a sour. But it's not a good combo. It's got a strange, like a strange chemical taste about it. If my mind serves me right, I'm 99% sure that I said that the last time I reviewed this, something about chemicals. I can't remember exactly what I said, so I'm not going to go into it too much in case I make myself look like a bullshitter. But yeah, it's got like a strange chemical thing about it. It's not the greatest, put it that way, Mandingos. Oh, well, let's get another drink. I tell you what it does do. Sitting there, cold in the back of the Blockmobile, it does warm the chest up because it is pretty cold outside. Yes, it is certainly warming the chest up. And like Mrs. Blotter said a few times before when she's joined in, it's good for toothache. If you had toothache, get that. Swirl her around. Don't waste a nice, good quality single malt in it. Yeah. But I don't want to go any further, guys. I've had enough. There we go. Thank you once again to my father-in-law, Glenn Dingo, and his lovely wife, Angelina Jolie. Highland Earl, the Special Reserve 3-year-old from Aldi. I'm going to give it a below average. Oh, God. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10 Dingo Mandingos. Yeah, it's down there with some of the lowest ones I've ever had. But it would come in handy if you get a bottle. Just keep it in the cupboard, because you're always going to get a bit man flu at some point, my fan sexualities. And you might get a little bit toothache as well. So keep it for the old man flu and toothache. But yeah, Highland Earl, 3 out of 10 for this Mandingo. It'll certainly not ding-dang do for me. Well, guys, that's the end of this week's Wasky review. It's not quite the end of the video. Please stick around now for some bloopers. Apologies in advance, guys, for the bad language in the bloopers. You know the score. When I'm recording and I'm holding my phone there, it's just what I'm coming out with at the time. I make a mistake and I'm like, oh, for fuck, you know what I'm talking about, guys. So apologies for the bad language. At the end of the bloopers, guys, stick around for some fans clips. I really enjoy it. You guys send me them fans clips in. I can't get my words out. It's late. It's been my last shift at work. I'm talking shite. I'm mumbling my words. It hasn't been a good wasky. Enjoy the bloopers. Enjoy the fans clips. Oh, please join me on Sunday night for my next epic stealth camping adventure where you will see me serious, extreme, epic stealth camping in a bush right by the edge of a busy road right next to a public footpath dingo. You know what I'm talking about, man, dingoes. It's epic stealth camp. Make sure you tune on Sunday night for that. Then, next Wednesday, oh yes, my very first Wednesday night wild camping video. Please tune in for them, guys. I appreciate the support. I love each and every one of you. You know what makes sense, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Rice.
Oh, matron.
So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys. It's a Monday night. Yes, a Monday. I don't often do my stealth camps on a Monday, but no, that's fucking shit. Oh yes, man, dingoes. Shite. Oh yes, man, dingoes. You know exactly what time it is. Wasky time. And this is what we've got this week. Peat Chimney blended Scotch Wasky. Kindly bought for me from a lovely couple. Get your words out, you mumbling bastard. That's it, guys. It's just after 12:30 at night. That's shite and it rhymes. Good night, man, dingoes. Start again. Come on, guys. Start again. Well, folks, it's a cold, wet and miserable... That's shite. Start again. Well, folks, it's a cold, wet and miserable... That's shite. Start again. Well, folks, it's a cold, wet and miserable Thursday night, but you know what will raise my spirits? A lovely, greasy, low-star takeaway with you. Oh, yes. Let's go and pick my man friend up, Young Kiss. Oh, Young Kiss. Why I sick I want to kiss him. Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
The king of swing dingo has got the bait. Let's get back to his. Go in his shed. Get stuck right into this lovely hot steaming food. Lice. That was fucking shit, that. We're just checking to see if the light is too bright or too nice but dim. You better believe it.
Oh, yes.
Oh. You just take your time, my fansexual. Oh, fuck off. Well, my fansexuals, that's it. That's the end of this week's camping video. It's been absolutely class, and I've had a brilliant time as usual. You enjoyed it, Mick?
Absolutely class.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
Mint.
One of the best camping trips I've ever had. Not just because the whole day and night was fantastic, but because little Mick returned. That's what all you guys. Okay then, folks, Alibaba takeaway. It's just round the corner. So I'm going to get this torch turned off, get the camera pointed down. You know it makes total sense, guys. Here we go. Alright, mate?
Mate, alright.
Aye, aye.
Oh, yeah. Plus, there's been loads of lads talking about you.
Oh yes, guys, look at this. Absolutely beautiful Turkish mixed kebab. Well, that was stuff, wasn't it? Oh, Dennis. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys, and thank you for joining me on another foodie Friday night video. I'm in the beautiful Lake District at the moment. A few days on holiday. I'm on here, fuck off. Alright then, folks, we're back at our holiday home, which is called Gilbalm. Gilbalm, he good. Start again.
Oh, matron. Oh. Yes, you know what time it is? Wasky time. Oh.
Oh, matron! Oh!
Matron.
Matron, the glove of self-love.
Oh, matron, the gloves of self-love.
Oh, matron, the glove of self-love. Oh.
Oh, matron. The glove of self-love. Oh, matron. The glove of self-love. Oh, the glove of self-love. Oh, mate, sell us your jawbone. Oh, matron.
Oh, matron.
Are you mate? Oh, matron. Hey!
This is serious wild camping. Rats.
Oh, matron. The
glove of self-love.
You know what time it is, Mandingos? Yes, it is wasky time. Rice.
Why, you're some jawbone, man.
You know it makes sense. Oh.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.